Hello my dear children, this is my class 11 chapter going on is structure of atom. In the last chapter we studied about the postulates and the achievements of the Bohr's model. Let us take the numericals of Bohr's model today. So write down numericals with the Bohr's model. Now in Bohr's model you will open the NCERT books. In the NCERT books there is a numerical starting from numerical number is 13. You open the exercise and start with the numericals 13. The question asked is, what is the wavelength of the light emitted? Calculate lambda. What is the wavelength of the light emitted when electron undergo transition? Transition means jumps. It jumps from n is equal to 4 to n is equal to 2. It jumps from n is equal to 4 to n is equal to 2. So what is the wavelength of the light emitted when electron jumps from 4 to 2? So what is the color corresponding to the wavelength given R is equal to? R is a Rydberg constant. Let's start. We have to calculate your lambda. There are so many formulas. Either you apply Rydberg equation. There is a Rydberg equation. It is wave number is equal to R 1 upon n1 square minus 1 upon n2 square into z square. Here R is the Rydberg constant 10.97 into 10 is to power 6 per meter, or in centimeter the value is given in the numerical. Now you put the value, very simple numerical it is. Wave number is 1 by lambda. R value is given, you can put from the numerical. R is a Rydberg constant and N1 is the ground state and N2 is the excited state. In this N1 is, your N1 is 2 and N2 is 4. It is 1 by 2 square minus 1 by 4 square. Now the Z is, because the question is related with hydrogen, so Z is the atomic number of hydrogen is 1 square. So you apply 1 by lambda is equal to R 1 by n1 square minus 1 by n2 square into z square. So whatever your answer will come, that you calculate your lambda, your lambda will come in centimeter because your R value is given in centimeter. Convert it into meter and after that you find where this wavelength lies. Because I told you in spectrum series that 380 to 760 nanometer is the range of the visible region. Below this there is a UV and after this there is a IR. So you calculate the lambda and find in which region your wavelength falls. You can say, then you can write the color. Now the question is 14, question number 14. How much energy is required to ionize? Ionize means removal of electron from the hydrogen atom. Write down, ionize means removal of electron. Ionize. The question is, how much energy is required to ionize a hydrogen atom if electron is present in n is equal to 5? That means from the fifth shell, we want to remove the electron. Compare your answer with the ionization energy of H atom. In H atom, this is 1 and we will compare this with 2 where n is equal to 1, because in H atom the electron is present in n is equal to 1. What we will do, we will calculate the ionization energy. Ionization energy is the energy required to remove the electron. So ionization energy is equal to E infinity minus En. Ionization energy topic we will take in the next chapter. So E infinity is 0. That I will tell you later on. I infinity is when the electron is far away from the nucleus. There is no attraction, there is no repulsion, and the energy is taken 0. And what is En? In first case, n is 5. And do you know what is En? I told you in last lecture. En is minus 2.18 into 10 to the power minus 18 into z square by n square. So you apply, because your numerical is related with hydrogen atoms. So your z is 1 square, n is 5 square, you put here whatever the answer comes, calculate ionization energy and represent it IE1. Again listen, the question is you have to compare the ionization energies, because what is ionization energy? It is energy required to remove the electron. First they are saying to remove the electron from n is equal to 5. Then they are saying compare this with the H atom. In H atom, electron is present in n is equal to 1. So this is your IE1. You put here En. But now calculate IE2. IE2 is for hydrogen atom. It is again E infinity minus E1 now. It is 1. So infinity is 0 minus 2.18 into 10 power minus 18 into 1 square by 1 square. Very simple it is. It will come plus 2.18 into 10 power minus 18. After calculating IE2, you divide these two energies, IE1 divided by IE2, and then calculate the ratio. Very simple. Now I'm taking your numerical number 13, 14 completed. Now your numerical number is 15. All these numericals are related with the Bohr's model. The question is 15. How many lines emitted when electron jumps from n is equal to 6 to ground state? On the previous lecture, I made the diagram where there is a lot of spectral lines. They were talking about those lines. N is equal to 6. There is a one very short formula to calculate the number of lines. The formula is n into n minus 1 by 2. Very simple, and this is the formula you will use in competitions. N into n minus 1. Your electron falling from n is equal to 6. You put n is equal to 6, and this is your 6 into 6 minus 1 by 2. This is your 15 lines. 6 minus 1, 5 into 6, 30. 30 by 2 is 15 spectral lines with emitter. The answer is 15 of formula is applied here. Just simple formula, n into n minus 1 by 2. Now I'm taking your question number 16 of the NCERT. The question is, the energy is associated with the first orbit is given, it's in joule. What is the energy of the fifth orbit? Very simple. E5 is equal to minus 2.18 into 10 power minus 18 into z square by n square. Your z is 1 and n is the 5. You put the value, you get the answer. In this case, second question asked is, the second is, B part is, calculate the radius of the Bohr's orbit. You have calculated the energy of the fifth orbit, very simple it is, and the B part they are asking, calculate the radius. Okay, this is your Z1, put 1 square and 5 square over. Now radius, you know radius is equal to, radius of any of the shell is equal to 0.53 into z square by n. This is in Armstrong. So your z is 1 and n is 5. You can apply the formula this. Now I'm taking your numerical number is 17. 17 numerical, calculate the Babe number. Calculate the Babe number for the longest Babe length. Calculate the Babe number for the longest Babe length in the Balmer series. You know what's meant by Balmer series? In Balmer series, n is equal to 2, Lyman n is equal to 1, and Balmer is n is equal to 2. They are saying, what, calculate the Babe number. Formula will apply. Babe number is equal to R 1 by n1 square minus 1 by n2 square into z square, and z is 1 if the question is of hydrogen atom. You can check if your question carrying hydrogen atom, z is 1 and n1 is 2. This is the ground state of the Balmer, n1 is 2. The question is very much interesting. The question is longest Babe length. What does it mean, longest Babe length? Do you know energy is equal to hc by lambda? Longest Babe length means less energy. Longest wavelength means less energy, and lesser energetic light only then emitted if electron jump from the next level. That means your N2 will be 3. It's next, just next level. Only then the electron require lesser amount of energy to that is to jump from n is equal to 3 to n is equal to 2. Again listen, Balmer series, n1 is 2 and why n2 is 3? because the question is the longest wavelength. Longest wavelength means less energy and less energetic light only then emitted if electron jumps from the nearest level, and nearest is 3. So you put your N2 is 3, N1 is 2, Z is 1 and R is your 10.9. Rydberg constant, I told you my first numerical is 10.97 into 10 raised to power 6 per meter. So this will come your wave number. So this question get over, question number 17. Now I'm taking your question number is 18. Question number 18 of again Bohr's model. The question is, what is the energy required in joules to shift the electron from the first orbit to the fifth orbit? So you write delta E is equal to E5 minus E1. From the first orbit to the fifth orbit, you calculate the energy of each shell. E5 is equal to minus 2.18 into 10 raised to power minus 18 into Z square by N square. Z is 1 and N is 5. You calculate it and put here. During E1, again it is 2.18. You can take out the common even. So you apply it like this. It's minus 2.18 into 10 power minus 18 into 5 square minus 2.18 into 10 power minus 18 by 1 square. Now you take out 2.18 into 10 power minus 18 common, and what will inside? It is 1 minus 1 by 25. I think it's okay now. You take the LCM, your answer will come in joules. Your energy will come in joule. The question is, what is the energy in joule required to shift the electron from first to the fifth orbit? And they are also asking, what is the wavelength of the light emitted when the electron returns to the, even they are asking of the wavelength, okay? So this is a way to calculate delta E, and after that you calculate delta E is equal to h nu. Delta E is equal to h nu, and nu is c by lambda. Lambda is equal to hc by delta E, and h is Planck's constant, 6.6 into 10 to the minus 34. C is the velocity of light, 3 into 10 to the power 8 meter per second. And what for delta E? Whatever your delta E will come, you can put here. So this is our answer. What is the wavelength of the light emitted when electron returns to the ground state from n is equal to 5? The ground state energy is in not joules given, it is in ergs given. So you can use the energy in joule by converting erg into joule. Now I'm taking your question number 19. The question is, the electronic energy is given, it is in joule. The question is, calculate the energy required to remove the, again they are saying to remove the electron. That means you will calculate ionization energy to remove the electron from n is equal to 2. The answer is that ionization energy is equal to E infinity minus E2. So E infinity is 0, it's minus 2.18 into 10 to the minus 18 by 2 square by n square, and z square into z square, and z is 1 if your numerical is of H atom. So it's given it's electronic energy of H atom. This means your z is 1 and it's 2 square. So you calculate ionization energy. The question is now after that the question is, after calculating the energy to removing the electron from n is equal to 2 like this, now they are asking what is the longest wavelength of the light. You apply second, delta E is equal to h nu, delta E is equal to hc by lambda, and lambda is equal to hc by delta E or IE. So you can put ionization energy here. So your H is 6.6 into 10 to the minus 34. Your C is 3 into 10 to the power 8, and whatever the delta ionization energy will come, you will put here. This energy will, this lambda will come in meter. Now the question is, you will calculate the lambda in centimeter. So after calculating the lambda in meter, you convert it into centimeter. So it's very simple numerical. So like this you can start with the numericals of the Bohr's model. There are so many numericals of the Bohr's model. First of all, you attempt the simple numericals. In the simple numerical, I am taking one more numerical. Write down one more type of numerical. Question is, what is the wavelength? What is the wavelength of the second line of Paschen series? In this way, the numericals may be asked. Just they are saying Paschen series, and we say Balmer, Lyman, Beckett. So, what is the wavelength of the second line of the Paschen series? N1, and Lyman, Balmer, Paschen. N1 is 3. So, it's a Paschen series, and what will be the N2? And remember, your N2 is always N1 plus the line number. Your N1 is 3 and line number is 2. That means your N2 is 5. Take it carefully. Lyman, if asking Lyman series, you put N1 ground state 1. Balmer series, N1 is 2. They are asking Paschen series, so N1 is 3. Okay. Now they are saying second line. Second line means electron is dropping from 4 is equal to 3 first line, 5 is equal to 3 second line. So to make this formula, N2 is equal to N1 plus line number. So line number is 5, and after this calculating, you apply a very simple formula. Wave number Rydberg equation are 1 by N1 square minus 1 by N2 square into Z square. So put N1 is equal to 3 because of the Paschen series, and put N2 is equal to 5. And put R is equal to 10.97 into 10 raised to power 6 per meter, and Z is 1 because the numerical is of the hydrogen atom. It will be given in the numerical. Numerical is of hydrogen atom. If the question comes, calculate the wavelength. This is wave number will come. You can convert your wave number. Wave number is equal to 1 by lambda. You make the reciprocal of wave number, it will come your lambda. If the question comes, what is the wavelength of the third line of the Balmer series? Third line of the Balmer series. So then you can write N1 is equal to 2, Lyman, Balmer. N1 is equal to 2 and N2 is equal to third plus 2, that is 5. It's your N1 plus line number. Your line number is third, that is 3, so that become 5. So in this way the numericals are there. Though we have taken the basics numericals having the formulas. Wave number is equal to R 1 by N1 square minus 1 by N2 square into Z square. This is one formula. Okay. Now second formula is to calculate ionization energy. It is E infinity minus En. The third formula to calculate delta E is equal to E2 minus E1. Whatever the shell given, En. If your shell is given 5,1, 5,3, whatever it is, you can put here. So now how will you calculate En? En is minus 2.18 into 10 to the power minus 18 into Z square by N square. Z is 1 for hydrogen, 2 for helium plus. Okay, I written on that even. Z is 1 for hydrogen, Z is 2 for helium plus, Z is 3 for lithium 2 plus, Z is 4 for beryllium 3 plus. It's a single electron species. Now, what after wave number? This formula you will use when there is a spectral lines mentioned in the numerical. This formula you will use when you want to remove the electron. This formula you will use when electron jumps from this level to this level. This formula you will use when you want to calculate the energy of electron in any shell. And even then you calculate velocity and the radius. There is a calculation. Velocity is your 2.18 into 10 to the power 6 into Z by N. So velocity. And to calculate radius, your velocity will come in meter per second, and your radius is 0.53 into your, that is N square by Z. This is your formula in Armstrong. Is it okay? Now I'm taking this completed your numericals of the Bohr's model. In the next lecture I will take the dual nature of the particle, as the light is a particle as well as wave. In the same way matter, that is, I will study the dual nature of the particle. Electron is a particle as well as wave. Next topic will be of this. Electron is a particle as well as wave. So we have completed all the models, Thomson, Rutherford and Bohr's. So take all these numericals from your NCERT books in text and examples. If any problem, you can share with me on my mail ID. Thank you.